So, Moto G5 Plus or Redmi Note 4? Most of you probably want to know this, since there is only a marginal difference in specs, and trying to pick one could lead to what psychologists call analysis paralysis. Well, that's exactly why we have made this video. We have been using the Moto G5 Plus for over a week now, which we will pit against the Redmi Note 4 that we have had for quite some time. If you're interested in checking our long-term review of Redmi Note 4, then click on the card above. So, let's get started with this comparison. I am Abhijit Mukherjee from Guiding Tech, and let the battle begin. Let's start with the design of the Redmi Note 4. It's certainly an improvement over the design of Redmi Note 3. It's symmetrical, there's the 2.5D curved glass, chamfered edges, and also the jet black variant that looks classy. However, the lack of glass protection is a big bummer. Other than that, at a weight of 175 grams and with narrow bezels, overall it gives a nice feel for sure. Moto G5 Plus, on the other hand, comes with a new and refreshing design. The all-metal finish with a metal rim at the edges gives you the premium look and feel you would want on your device. The SIM card slot is at the top with volume rockers and power button on the right with nothing on the left panel. The glass protection here is Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which gives it some extra merit points when compared to Redmi Note 4. Now some might favor the hardware buttons of Redmi Note 4, but Moto G5 Plus comes with software buttons along with the option to use hardware button actions through home gestures. Another thing that really stood out for me in the Moto G5 Plus is the SIM and microSD card tray, where you can choose to use both SIMs and card at the same time. This is really cool because in most phones, including the Redmi Note 4, you need to trade the second SIM with the SD card. So, design-wise, Moto G5 Plus beats the Redmi Note 4 with its unique features and better finish. Now let's come to the hardware. And there's hardly any difference between the two devices that we got our hands on. We had the 4GB RAM variant for both, which is powered by the Snapdragon 625 SoC, known for better performance, battery life, and less heating. So, unsurprisingly, the benchmark scores for both turned out to be almost similar. However, while the Redmi Note 4 comes with a massive 4100 mAh battery, Moto G5 Plus has a smaller 3000 mAh battery. We are not taking the camera up here because we have a dedicated section for that. But apart from that, this round looks like a tie, and you basically need to choose between 2 days of battery with a long charging time and an entire day of battery life with less charging time. Software and user interface is where these two phones have major differences. While the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 is running an Android 6.0 on MIUI 8, Moto G5 comes with Android 7.0 out of the box and sports the stock user interface. Because of the stock Android, Moto G5 Plus has a better RAM management and launches programs faster than MIUI. But on the other hand, MIUI comes with some cool features like dual apps, dual space, scrolling screenshots, etc. that you might favor because on Moto G5 Plus you need to install apps for these functions. So, a feature-rich heavy OS or a no-frills streamlined OS with faster updates? Well, you tell me. Oh, and on the Moto G5 Plus, you can use the Android adaptable storage feature to increase the internal storage. You know, hashtag just saying. Alright, camera comparison. While the Redmi Note 4 features a 13 megapixel camera at the back, with a 5 megapixel front camera having bigger pixels, Moto G5 sports a 12 megapixel primary and 5 megapixel front camera. You might think that the Redmi Note 4 would have an edge here with the added megapixel count, but that wasn't the case in our tests. Moto G5 Plus comes with a larger f1.7 aperture, which is a rarity in this price segment, and because of that, it takes better low light photos with a good bokeh. The G5 Plus is also equipped with dual autofocus pixels, which, as Moto claims, make the images sharper and brighter. Let's see some sample photos from both the devices. If you ask me, both the cameras produce nice color reproduction and the photos look natural. But Moto G5 Plus gives better detailing and clarity in photos and low light photos as well. So overall, it definitely has a better camera. Coming to the battery life, this one's going to be completely one-sided and no points for guessing the winner here. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 is powered by a 4100 mAh battery, while the Moto G5 Plus has a 3000 mAh battery. Both phones are powered by the same SoC, and while on Redmi Note 4 battery can easily last up to a day and a half under heavy usage, the Moto G5 Plus only manages to go through a day under the same usage conditions. The only saving grace would be the turbocharger, which can charge it for the next 8 hours in just 20 minutes. But that's not gonna help if the battery dies out in the middle of the day with no charging point nearby. So clearly, if you need better battery life, then go with the Redmi Note 4. Now, when it comes to the prices, the Redmi Note 4 comes in 3 variants, priced at 9,999, 10,999 and 12,999. Whereas the Moto G5 Plus comes in 2 variants, priced at 14,999 and 16,999. So yes, there is of course a difference, but we all know how most of the Xiaomi devices are always out of stock when compared to Motorola, which you can at least buy without playing fastest finger first. Overall, if you ask me, Moto G5 Plus wins in more categories, but then the reality is that it also costs more. If you can afford it, I would say go for it, unless you hate stock Android and need a battery that you don't need to charge each night. So that was it. Let us know in the comments which one you like better, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Guiding Tech. Until next time fellas, peace.